Kalime. Hey guys, hello everybody. Kim Grassen already is voting for Calimero fan art. What's up with you and your love for Calimero, Kim? I agree with Manu. I think voting did start a bit early there. But we could do. We did Calimero last time, didn't we? Okay, I see Kim and Huli are already active. Well, actually, how about both of you? Like, you get one, so you have to decide. You get Calimero or you get Pingu. We're not doing both. First, I'm gonna finish this, and then we can move on to either Calimero or Pingu. We're just thinking about what kind of unexpected fan art can we ask. Okay, so Pingu wins. Yeah, how is everybody? Manu asks. Today there was some crazy wind and rain weather here in Amsterdam, and I guess in most of the Netherlands. The sun was shining for like a couple of minutes as well. It was a very, very weird day. But other than that, it's fine. Tomorrow I have to get up at 6 to go to a session with a client. So that's gonna be a bit tough. But other than that, everything good on my side. What about you, Manu? Pretty good here. A bit too busy at work, but all still pretty okay. Goed bezig, hè, Kim? Goed bezig. Dowie, hello. How are you guys doing? Hey, Dowie, welcome to the stream. Hopefully we're all doing good, according to what I just read from all the people. Okay, so I am trying to do sort of a rescue, if I'm correct. What is it? Fan art. Let me just bring up some rescue images. There we go. This one looks somewhat good. In case you don't know, rescue was Pepper Potts. And I'm trying to do sort of like a pose with her. Is music? Yeah, music should be fine, maybe a bit too loud. I'll bring it down just a smidge. Well, I didn't know that the trains were stopped. Last time I checked on Google Maps, they were working. But yeah, I do have to take the train because I have to go to Arnhem. And I'm not doing cars, so yeah, train it is for sure. Manu, really sunny and hot mornings and the pouring rain all afternoon. Everybody's tired of work, yeah? I guess it's time for a spring break, isn't it? Oh, I lost my train. I was really into this thing of it. Hey, Chronic Gamer, welcome. I have to work pretty hard for the next 12 weeks and then we'll have some holidays. Wow, that is very strict, man. 12 weeks. Well, I wish you all the best. Okay, I think the body is fine. Now let's just put some armor on it. Oh, I like this more. Maybe not so much. It's hard to find armor that I like. Have you ever drawn a tank? Millions of times. I have several videos where I draw tanks. You can check those out. I have digital tank videos, I have traditional tank videos. I have live streams where I drew tanks. So yeah, I have definitely drawn many tanks. Actually, we could up the resolution on this one a little bit. There we go. Well, could be a bit bigger. Somewhere there. So I've never really drawn Rescue. I've never really drawn... Well, I drew Iron Man a couple of times. But this is already turning out horrible. So maybe I should zoom out a bit. Maybe the head is too big already. I do tend to make my heads a little bit too big. Yeah, I haven't been on vacation for almost 3 years now, Manuel says. 3 years? Come on, man, that's not acceptable. Maybe it's time you come and visit Europe. Now that we're a bit more open. Well, actually not the best time with everything that's happening to the poor Ukrainians. You should try drawing. I did try drawing mech suits in almost every video, man. It's like a mech suit is nothing that I never... I always try drawing that. Like right now I'm drawing a mech suit. The mech that Bull sits in the third Expanse book, almost at the end. Bull? Who is Bull? I'm not sure I know which character you mean by Bull. Let's see, so we have the arm there. I will need... all of these armors look very different from each other. I guess the movie one is the most realistic looking one, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it. Open image in new tab, thank you very much. Remember said to me a couple of weeks ago, you know, people living in Europe, why we're not going right? See, your girlfriend is smart. You should listen to her more. Yeah, okay, no, I haven't. I should reread apparently, because I don't really remember that at all. Chronic Gamer, yes, I've drawn steampunk many times as well. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller after all. And welcome Ash Singh, welcome to the stream. Let me grab some water that I brought for myself here. As the title says, we're doing fan art today. And I thought I'll start out with some Iron Man fan art. And then I found a really cool female character pose. And I thought, well, instead of Iron Man, I could just as well do a rescue. So we're doing rescue at the moment, but it's just going to be a quick sketch, after which we're going to move on to, well, I forgot the name, but Kim will remind me of what I have to draw after that. And then after that we'll move on to something else, which is also fan art. Every now and then I like drawing fan art just because I have my own style and it is going to look slightly different than what we're used to. That's better. Yeah, the head was too big. My problem was that the head was, and still might be a bit too now, even though now it looks too small, but okay, I'll just roll with it. Pingu, yeah, let me just line that up so I have it. Pingu, it's gonna be something stupid, I bet. Jesus Christ, it's just a penguin. Great. I love it, Kim and Huli. I love that I have to draw penguins. We could have just done penguins of Madagascar. I feel that would have been slightly more interesting, but we'll do Pingu, I guess. Next time I will like make it a rule that I have to know what I'm drawing as well. We can't just draw random stuff that I don't even know what it is. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, you will complete the spaceship. That's awesome, Ange. I hope you're having fun with it. I saw already a couple of submissions, both on our Discord and also on Instagram. So I'm very excited to look at those in next Monday's video. Chronic Gaming, would you consider TF2 fan art? Sure. I like Team Fortress 2. Or do you mean Titanfall? See, when you say TF2, I always think of Team Fortress because that came out earlier. So I'm gonna stick with Team Fortress 2. We're just gonna take you as Team Fortress 2 fan art. Renzo, hey Robert, what's some good exercise to learn how to rotate a cube in space? I'm comfortable doing cubes in perspective, but it gets a little tricky when I want to start tilting 3D shapes. Well, how are you comfortable doing cubes in perspective but not comfortable rotating them in space, because drawing a cube in perspective is drawing a cube in space, right? Like when you have this cube, and then when you need to rotate it, it usually, it usually rotates in perspective. It doesn't fall out of that perspective. Like one of the good things that I see people doing is this skull and perspective thing. Let me see if I find the thing. You can do this. You can start this with here, this image. Like if you do this, if you do this exercise, but then with a cube, and then yeah, of course the skull will be the next step. But basically, if you just start with a cube here, and then you have this sort of work perspective, and then you try to put cubes into each of these blocks, that this usually is already a good start for you to learn. Of course, this is a little bit of what is it, fisheye lens sort of view as well, but this at least prepares you to understand 3D. So I would say an exercise like this should help you with, oh, something is in my eye. But yeah, an exercise like that should help you in doing what you need to do. Because otherwise, yeah, it's just perspective drawing, in my opinion. There's nothing different there. Let's see what else we have. Maybe the penguins can go mech. We could. I like that. That's actually not a bad idea. So I think we're gonna give her the V from the movie, or type of V, whatever is there. Let's check what my model was doing. Something like this with her hand. Okay, back to my references. The fingers. I feel like I could draw the hand a little bit bigger, but should be fine for now. Chest area. Just a whole bunch of plates. I mean, as cool as these suits look, I feel like movability and motion in them must be extremely limited when if we talk about realistic movement and whatnot. The Chronic Gamer, Team Fortress. Okay, so you meant Team Fortress. Very good. It's just like, as much as I love Titanfall 2, like we've been drawing it a lot, and in generally, wow, that's good English. Generally, I am influenced by it a lot, so I feel like we don't need to do too much of it. Dowie, I didn't expect you to draw the figure like that. I was expecting a figure more blocky, something similar to Bridgman type, because all I have seen in your videos are cubes, cylinders, ellipses, etc. Yes, sort of in my head, I do have, so let me bring this down a little bit. Let's take the red here. in my head, I see the basic shapes clearly. Oh, that went a little bit in the wrong direction. So that's there. Then I have my balls for joints here, and I have sort of a more organic shape here, and also more, well, organic. It's still a cylinder. It's just somewhat of a tapered organic cylinder. So in my head, this all exists, right? And then you have sort of the foot there and the foot there. And then we need to take a break. And then the hip. This actually, the hip, I like to do a little bit more like that, because then I understand how the whole body rotates. So this is there in my head. It's just, I don't always feel the necessity to put it down. And then I realize that something is off, something is wrong, and I'm like, well, I should have done that. But many times I'm just lazy to do that, honestly. We have, this is here, then we have the collarbones there, shoulders would be there, smaller one here, then we have a more tapered for the arm. So if I take this away, all of that is there. It's relatively correct. It's just, you know, the more you draw, also the lazier you become, and the more you trust that, hey, hopefully I can do it. And then in the end, it's not always working out, but yeah. It's also about, you know, as if you work in the drawing field, there's also a lot of production art happening, which means that you don't really have time to do everything perfectly, and that's also something that your clients have to live with, because they don't want to pay for everything. So I guess that's just maybe not the best habit that I started doing because of work. Renzo, okay, thank you. I'll try that out now. Good, Renzo. Hey, Nico Corti, I haven't seen you in ages, man. How is everything? Oh, wrong brush. Nico, it says it's been a long time. Last year I used to watch your lives every Thursday while I was doing my industrial design homework for uni. This year I moved to a big city, and I'm still watching you like while you do my uni. Well, there you go. I'm happy I'm helping during the homework, man. How's life in a big city? I don't know. Can you say, or do you want to say, what big city you moved to? I'm curious what counts as a big city. Welcome, Saman. Oh, welcome, Saman. Janahan Pereira, thank you for the heart. You think the upper body is too long? I don't think so. Like, maybe it's a little bit even short compared to the legs. But yeah, that's everybody's taste. A little bit as well. What else do we have? Saying, when will you be doing Procreate live stream? I feel like I did Procreate live stream last time. Did I not? Maybe I did not. I don't remember. But I feel like I did one. We can plan in a Procreate for next session. I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I might also just ask the community if they want to do a Procreate one, because they're fun for me. It's just, if I color there, it's gonna be harder for you guys to see. For my last Procreate video, which wasn't live, I recorded both on an external camera and also recorded the Procreate, well, just iPad screen recording. something like that. Tóth Tamás, üdvözletem viszont. Developer Paul, hi Robert, what do you recommend for digital line quality? I find that I can't always achieve the lines I want digitally compared to traditional media. Is this just getting used to the medium? It is definitely getting used to the medium. So I had the same thing. Like my digital drawings, I didn't like it at all in the beginning. And then I started studying industrial design, and just the whole drawing straight lines. So instead of when I have this drawing here, right, let me switch back to my red. So what they taught us at industrial design, that instead of trying this many strokes, what I do is, just because I have undo, I just try to get the right shape as many times until I get something that I like. And then I have nice long lines, and then with that pretty much you already have, well, that's not good. Also, of course, rotate, so you're always in a comfortable hand position. And the only trick I do is really just draw through everything, so don't just stop somewhere. And I don't mind misusing that undo button. There you go. So if I take this away, those are pretty nice lines. That's all I do to get nicer lines. Oh, you're welcome though. I mean, that's what these live streams are there for. Just because people have questions during my videos, stuff that they see, and obviously it is I try my best, but it's very hard to impossible to answer questions in the comment section. So I encourage everybody to ask your questions here in the stream, because I want to help. Oh, Nico Corti, I used to live in a really small town called Villa Gazelle. Now I moved to Mar del Plata, where my uni is located. I think I heard about Mar del Plata. It's pretty weird, to be honest. I used to live in big house and now live in a small apartment. Comfortable, it's still weird not to have a garden, my pet, etc. Yeah, I believe you, man. I'm the opposite. My whole life I've been living in apartments, so I guess if I would move into a big house, that would be definitely weird for me. Let's erase this a little bit and add this muscle. Just a couple of cutting lines here and there. I think I can call this. Oh no, the arm needs a little bit more detail. Let's do the fingers, and then we'll move on to Pengui, whatever, Pingu, I think it was. We're gonna draw a penguin for Kim and Coop Woolley. We would have an area that's a bit more padded there. Hello, Matze Bob. Was geht ab, Alter? Alles gut? You're making Ruga happy today? No, it's not anime. It's definitely Western style and not anime style. At least I think it is. It looks to me like it is Western style. Yeah, fan art. It is in the title. We are doing fan art today. Hey Roducci. Yeah, we are doing fan art today. Just having some fun with existing characters, existing designs, reinterpreting them, or just trying my best. Oh, why did music stop? I need music. I can't be talking forever and not listening to music. There we go. Developer Paul, so that's just practice and muscle. It is a lot of muscle memory. So having nice lines is a lot of muscle memory. Like the one thing that I tell people that they teach us at industrial design is really the connecting the two dots. Just put them down, hover once or twice, and then try your best to connect them. And then this will just sort of build this muscle memory where you're trying to draw as good lines as you can. Okay, I think I'll stop here. Let's do the Pengu and then Pingu, and then we can move on to something else. Okay, what else do we have here? Someone Kuha. Why do people know Pengu? I never heard of this. It's weird that you people know this thing. That would have been funny otherwise. Okay, so I see the Pengu person, not the person, but the penguin, has comically large feet. So I'm going to give him these comically large feet. Then the body, which is something like that. Let me switch to my more sketchy brush. Okay. Pingu does a thing with its beak that it's talking, has to meep moop. I'm telling you guys, new rule. Like I have to be familiar with whatever the next fan art thing is going to be, because I don't know. I don't know what to do with this Pengu thing. I'll try my best, but boy. Okay, Roducci asks, this is fan art of what? So this is Rescue. It's Pepper Potts got an armor from Tony Stark. And well, I thought I'm gonna draw Iron Man, but then I found a really cool female pose. And I just went with that. And then as per usual, Kim and his lovely wife, they asked me to draw something that I'm totally not good at drawing. And that's what I'm doing now. And then hopefully after that we can move on to something that I'm familiar with actually. And I heard about. Pingu with a mouth like oh. Why? Apparently I'm the only one who doesn't know this Pingu character. Boobless Iron Woman anime with exactly, that's why I don't like anime. Linux fan no tux. Oh yeah, it's the Linux see that if you say that I wouldn't know. Pengu is awesome. I watched it as a kid. Now I watch it in meme format. I don't know. Like we didn't have this as or I don't know. My parents didn't pay attention maybe to what I was watching because I was mostly watching violent stuff. I guess that's why I don't know like lovely characters like this Pengu. Okay, I saw that he has this weird ass mouth. And Pingu has a sister, Pinga, and a seal friend, Robbie. They live on a polar ice cap of Antarctica. Pingu. Okay, I know Pingu now. Great. Thank you, Ansh. Oh no, you're digressing to how I draw? What do you mean digressing? This is how I draw. I always draw like this. Oh no. I want him looking that way. There is this. Is this Pengu? Is this okay, guys? Everybody happy? I want to see Koop Wooly and Kim saying that we're good, so I can move on. Okay, I think this is a good enough Pengu for me because I just have no idea otherwise. Maybe a little bit of cross-hatching. Okay, that's good enough. Oh. Okay, so the next one was Team Fortress 2. Let's see what we have. Yeah, it was claymation. I do like claymation. Metal SpongeBob fan art. Only watching violent stuff, and look where it has brought you to draw penguins on YouTube all the time. I have no excuse. Yeah, you got those fan art. That's not that doesn't count. Good one, Roducci. Good one. I like that. Star Trek Discovery. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Star Trek Discovery could be next, but first we have to do Team Fortress. So I think the most beloved one is the Scout, right? Maybe I should do... I'll do Engineer, why not? Let's do the Engineer. Let me look for a funny pose. It could be the heavy. I don't know. For me, it always seemed like the Scout was more prevalent when they were trying to market the game, or at least in marketing material. But also, like, to be fair, I didn't pay that much attention to it. Rocket League fan art like of vehicles. But that's fair. We could do that. Okay, let's see if I can pull this one off. I found an interesting pose. Not sure if it will work, but no, I don't like the pose for the Engineer. I need a better pose for him. Oh, I like this one. Okay, we're switching poses, guys. Switching poses. It's just a simple walking pose, but I like it. So we're gonna do it. Let's see if I missed anything. Draw Big Smoke from GTA. That's a good one. I like Big Smoke. Those says I would like to see a Dune fan art from you, Mentant or something like that. Oh, actually, Dune is awesome. I could do that. Okay, let me just write these down because we're starting to have a lot here. So we had STD, we had Rocket League, Dune. Let's see which one we can still fit in. And he has these paddings. He has his utility belt. Actually, I could switch to this brush. Why not? And I can actually make him, he's a bit shorter. Something like this. Then we have these two things. I don't know what they're called. Gundam would be cool. Honestly, I'm a bit afraid of drawing Gundam. As much as I love robots, Gundam is just one of those things that is so well known by people that if I just mess up a little bit, it will be very visible, and people will say, that's off. So that is quite a bit scary for me. So he has quite thick arms, I like that. Tip. I do like his boots, they're very booty. So we're gonna boot them up even more a bit. He has a little nick here, like that. This is actually really fun. Usually I don't draw characters, so I am having fun with this. Let's detail this out a little bit. Something like that. That should work. So this is quite thick. We need some bends there, maybe a couple here as well. And I do see something like that. And then that comes out here. Yeah. And this hand has like a glove on. Why not? And he has his big wrench. Obviously the head is way too high there. Don't expect wonders with the face, because as most of you know, I am not a face drawing person. Let's see, what did I miss? Doing costumes crazy, giant upper body covering hood helmets. Do you remember the cutscene? It takes two number 9s and the number 9 large. Yeah, everybody knows that one. Plus for Dune, okay. What's above? We had STD. STD stands for Star Trek Discovery. It is one of the stupidest titles for a relatively stupid show. It's not stupid. I liked it in the beginning, and then between seasons I decided to watch all the other Star Treks, and then all of a sudden I didn't like it anymore. It's just on its own. If you haven't seen the rest of the Star Treks, I guess it's good. But if you watch the rest of the Star Treks, it's a little bit subpar. but that's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. Yeah, something like that. Maybe not both there. HIV-induced coma character. Batman versus Iron Man. I have a big Iron Man bias. I never was the biggest fan of Batman. I would say Iron Man, but there's plenty of people who could argue that. So I'm not gonna try and argue that. So this is upper arm. We're gonna do a little bit of a Popeye thing here, where I'm gonna make his upper arm thinner than his lower arm, because I think that's relatively funny. See, I'm with Kim. I'm with Kim. Star Trek disco, disco, disco. So I'm singing. How long have you been drawing professionally? Also love your style, Renzo. So I don't know what you want to count. I started, so I was working as an editor for children's magazine while I was doing my engineering studies. And then during the second year or so, I transitioned to an illustrator in that company. So I don't know if that counts as professionally working with drawing. And then I went to Germany for an internship, a one-year internship. I didn't draw professionally during that time. Then I started my master's in industrial design. I did a one-year internship with Guerrilla Games. I drew for them. I was paid for it, so I guess that's professional drawing. And then after I was done with my studies, I started my work at a company where we're doing visual thinking, stuff like that. So that's since 2014, since I graduated, I've been drawing. Nothing like this, nothing industrial design related, but a lot of communication drawings. So I guess that's what I would count as drawing. What I don't, oh, he has some sort of protective glass. I don't quite get these glasses. But okay. I have a smiling face with him, alright. I guess I'm gonna make him creepy, why not? Now I'm wondering, is that something people who go to Star Trek Disco going to look up? What is like? I would like to see who are the people who go to Star Trek Disco. Okay, let's give him a big jaw. Well, he does have a little bit of a, what is it called, a 2 o'clock shadow, but I feel like I'm making it a bit too strong. Let's not forget about his French key. Is it called the French key in English as well? I think it is. What do French people call French keys? I mean, that's a question, isn't it? Okay. GM Bob, I heard they are going to bring out Star Trek Strange New World based on the Captain Pike character to try and get it back in the mainstream ST world. Yeah, I heard that as well. I think it's gonna start out with Captain Pike, because they already had Pike in the new Star Trek lore. Well, not lore, just this direction that they're going in. So, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I was trying to get back into STD several times. That sounds good, but I just couldn't, man. I couldn't. Okay. I'll do a quick Rocket League one just because I need to draw a car and I love drawing cars. Looks right now like the Iron Giant in the face. Iron Giant shouldn't look like this because of the goggles. Yeah. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Well, Roduce, I didn't mean like how do you say French key in French. It's just like there's that key that you can adjust, the whatever it's called, and at least in Hungarian we call it French key. So I was curious if the French call it the French key as well. That was the whole question. Which one is, well, I've been driving this one a lot. Okay, I'm gonna draw the car that I've been using the most. Let me see if I find a higher resolution of it. Of course not. Octane? Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know which one that is. Yeah. Most professionals are using this one. I mean, there are some good. I will not be able to draw it as cool as other people do. Let's see what we can do with this. Ay. Que francês. So we want Octane Fennec, like you guys need to fight it out. Draw Kim's robot arm how it draws you, how you draw it. Okay. Hey, Jonathan Dreesen, welcome, my friend. Okay, let me see the Fennec as well. No, Fennec is ugly, but yeah, no. Let me see if I can find the one. Rocket League cars. Where is it? So Breakout was the one that I was using all the time. I just liked how it looks. Yes?
I killed Betty on my 4th try.
Jesus Christ! Just because you were firing it and he was she was burning. Yeah.
I was dodging.
Yeah, yeah. I went to Betty with nothing upgraded, and I had to go back, and that's why I was upgrading everything, because I thought that the, no, not without the fire, the burning thing. Very good bed. Okay, back to Octane. The girlfriend was playing Death's Door, and she beat one of the bosses and was very proud of herself. And I didn't manage to beat that boss yet, so she should be very proud of herself. I don't like the fenders though. The fenders are a bit meh. Tom F, good evening. Welcome, Tom F. Fennec is the sexiest pro car. It is ugly. Come on, man. It's a box. This is actually this is just annoying me. Also, the song is not fantastic right now. There we go. Let's see this Octane, what we're gonna do. So the easiest thing is just to try and get that wedge down, and then let's see what exactly happens with the wedge. So the wedge has some sort of change in geometry there, which goes a little bit like that. So we're just gonna roll with that, copy that, over there. From here it goes into the greenhouse, goes a bit like that. So we're gonna do cartoony, exaggerated proportions, is what the people say who don't know how to draw cars, and they know that they're going to make mistakes, so they're just trying to save their asses. That's why I'm saying that as well. Okay. So this is our greenhouse. There's some sort of engine in the back that I don't really see that well. Oh, there's another. Let me see this. Okay, okay. So this goes somewhat to the front. Goes something like that. It goes up here and down there. So I think this is somewhat our body, sort of. Then we have, like, if this would be the ground, I'm just gonna draw two boxes for the wheels, and we can put the wheels in there a bit later. That would be one. I think the back one is the same size. So let's just extend these lines. And then this is where our back wheel will be. And then we have one there. This is still ugly, but okay. So it's all the way up here. And it goes a bit like that. Oh, let me see if I missed anything. They just put name before any other kiss. English kiss, German kiss, American kiss. Just kidding, no. What? Boxers have feelings too. No, they do not. Yes, we might have to set up a box self-help group. All those boxes that have been abused by Robert. It's okay, it's okay. The Roadhog. How far is drawing towards you? When is the box abusing stream? Well, isn't every stream a box abusing stream technically? With me? I thought it is. Okay. So ellipse time. One ellipse here, another ellipse there. Now we're gonna draw smaller ellipses, trying to fit them in there. One goes there, one goes there. I'm already sure that I made the wheel too big, but I can't be bothered at the moment. So the wheel is just gonna stay the size it is. There we go. Oh yeah, this side as well. Well, let me just do it on a different layer. Okay. They are too big, but I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. Deepak Manam got Sculpt Robertson Coase Eisen book last week. All credit to Mr. Robert. Well, all credit to them. All credit to them, my friend. But yeah, those are good books. If you want to learn the technical, every nook and cranny, how to draw these things, yeah, those should help you out. I mean, every now and then I get a comment that I'm drawing things not correctly, or I'm teaching things not correctly. And yeah, I mean, I know if you want to draw things correctly, you can do that as well, but it's just gonna be very dry, very boring, and it's gonna take forever. So I'm usually just teaching you how I approach things to make things a bit less boring, faster, not necessarily correct, but you can convey everything that needs to be conveyed with those methods as well. Question, do I need a sketching glove when I'm drawing an iPad? I've seen few have and few don't. I'm confused. Depends. Like, I have a very sweaty hand when I draw, and very, especially because I don't have the paper-like surface on the iPad. My hand just keeps on getting stuck to it, and that just ruins many nice lines and just ruins the experience a little bit. So I can draw without it, but it's a much less pleasant drawing experience. So no, you don't necessarily need it, but it can be helpful. I just noticed I drew on a separate layer everything. Okay, nobody cares. Kim Grayson, maybe he will still fix it or reduce it. No, I will not fix it. I will definitely not fix it. Sometimes I'm curious who designs these, because it's very, like, it feels like it's somebody who had experience with toy design, because it really has those very playful, exaggerated proportions. I find it very interesting. Okay, let me switch to my other reference. I feel like every octane looks a bit different. Okay, no, this one is good. This one looks okay-ish. Yeah, this is engine detail here that I don't really know or care about that much. Well, Roducci here, I'm giving up a little bit on the octane, because there's some engine detail there that I could care less about right now. Developer paw is good for sweat and also for preventing false touch. Well, the latest iPads with Procreate and the drawing apps, they are pretty good in not recording missed touches. So yeah, less that, but definitely with sweaty hand. For line weight for this car, would everything be heavier on the overlaps and under the car and panels? Yeah, pretty much. That is absolutely correct. That's what I would do for line weight. If I would go that far with the sketch, but I will probably not go that far. New layer. It has this interesting front fender thing looking thing. One, two. Octane is a classic in Rocket League sense, lightweight and less beastie. Love Octane. Oh, he didn't design all replica, but he did a big majority of them. Okay, cool. Yeah, do send me that. I am curious. Because he does have very good toy car sensibilities. There's like a difference when you're designing toy cars or real cars. I feel like also like he probably had a lot of fun with these because he didn't need to stick to any conventional like design things like people from GTA or Cyberpunk, where they had to make their cars look relatively realistic. Detail, there should be detail here, but there isn't. I mean, from far, you could say that it looks a little bit like an Octane, so I'm okay with that. You know, Radici, this is what you get from me today. This is as good as it gets. You can take it or leave it. It's all up to you. Detail in the darkness. We are not gonna share it with you. You have a little bit of a cut in here. Something like that. And then just to make sure that I convey all the shapes here correctly. Window. Let's see, what else did I miss? Is there a reason why you're drawing in a dark room? Yes, because it was still light outside when I started drawing. Also, I'm wearing a toga because I'm refusing to turn on the heating, so I need to keep myself warm. There's a reason for that. Electricity is expensive in Europe right now, it is. I just saw how you draw a rounded wheel video, and I got curious about that. If you wanted to draw the wheels exactly in the same size in perspective with pinpoint accuracy, how would you do it? I wouldn't want to draw it in pinpoint accuracy. If I wanted to draw it in pinpoint accuracy, I would probably 3D model this quickly and then just trace over it. I mean, that's as accurate as it gets. Like that's what I'm saying. Drawing is valuable if you know how to do something, how to draw something fast in perspective. If you spend hours in trying to plot out exactly how that wheel is going to be most accurate, then you might as well just not draw, just model it in 3D. If you want to draw it in pinpoint accuracy, then I would have probably make sure that the box that I have there, I would have probably also split it up. Try to fit my ellipse in there. Try to see how it fits. Then try to just translate the same shapes or draw the same ellipse. But there's methods for it where you're just much more patient, I guess. But my whole point about drawing is that I don't care for rendering. I like sketching. Because I just want to convey my idea quickly and then move on. If I can do that, then drawing is valuable to me. If I can't do that, then yeah, not so much. I really value people who have, like, there's a difference between an illustration and a quick sketch where you're just trying to convey ideas. And I'm all about the quick sketching. I'm not saying anything bad about the illustration. It's a fantastic thing, and I wish I had the patience and the knowledge, of course, as well, to do illustrations. But for me, it's all about like concepting, quick idea communication. All right, Roducci, I think I'm okay with this. What do you think of this octane? Matzabob, have you turned up the heating by now or got some warm? Thinking other ways? Yeah, yeah. I just said I'm sitting with a whole bunch of blankets all over me. The last card they added to the game fit update looks like a potato. Everyone hated it. Great. Renzo, I mean, if I saw it, I think Octane from Rocket League, you did a good job. Thank you. I love hearing that. It took me 2 hours to sketch the Octane from one angle and did it in 10 minutes. I mean, this is the standard angle, though, I guess you can find on the internet. What advantage does drawing have over making 3D model other than being convenient? Well, if you're good with perspective, it's much faster than modeling in 3D, right? It's still, if you want to model out a scene, I can say, oh, I'm just gonna quickly draw a building, and then we're gonna have a bed here, and then we're having the window there, and then I don't know, somebody is sort of climbing in the window, and I can draw that, and it's very sketchy, but you sort of understand everything that I'm drawing. There's the door, and then maybe let me move this a little bit. Maybe the roof is lifted. Oh, God damn it! Come on. Maybe the roof is lifted off by some giant robot that is looking in. And like this is where I see the value of drawing. Very quickly I can convey some interesting ideas. And of course, if you want to make this prettily, you can either spend a couple of days on beautifully illustrating, making sure that everything is precise, or you can spend like half a day 3D modeling it, and then the good thing is you can also rotate it and draw it from different angles. So, but also like drawing has different value for different people. This is where I see the value in it. Welcome, Roducci. Hey, Mr. Slimkin. Welcome to the stream. We're doing good. We're doing some fan art, and I think I'm gonna do the last one. Let me see if I can do the Dune Mentant that Doi was asking for. Those are the mathematical counting people, right? Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not really a character artist. You know what? I'll try my best. Let's see what we can come up with. I like to have something changed in the lighting. That was weird. I like this. Okay, so I'm I'm using a wooden figure. Let's see. So Mentons in the Dune universe. If you guys haven't read Dune, and I don't think they went into it in the new movie. So there's a chance that you don't know this. There were a lot of AI wars, and all artificial intelligence is forbidden, if I remember my thing correctly. And to cope with a lot of the heavy computational things that humans need to go through, they have, I don't know, not developed, but some people just become mentons who are like human calculators, and they do all these calculations quickly to help people out instead of having computers, because they think they're too dangerous, or AI or something like that. This is hard. I haven't done. I might just give up and not do it. I am not good at character design. Pa, 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 pa. I wrote in some search words for poses, but they were not fantastic. I don't need this, I don't need this anymore. Oh, wait. I have it. Searching in the wrong thing. I mean, this is my favorite part of my streams, when people come and see me just Googling shit, like, oh wow, that's a very exciting live stream. We don't see what he's Googling, we just see a white screen and he's Googling something. Very exciting. I want to see more of this. I'm definitely gonna subscribe to this guy. At least I'm amusing myself, you know. Everybody gets something out of it. Okay, so here is my trick. Here is what we're doing. So I like you can call it SS uniform or the Star Wars Imperial uniforms. I like this bulge at the upper leg, and I always imagined that a mentant would be like somebody in a similar uniform, and I am going to do that. Maybe with the hands behind the back as well. I'm trying not to just copy a Star Wars uniform. I don't know why these military bands they just do it for me. Rothir, what do I use for drawing? If you're asking for the app, it's Sketchbook app. The old version that still has the Copic markers in it. There's nothing wrong with the new version, it's just on this computer I had this version. From STD to SS uniform. Yeah, man. This is what you get when you join one of my live streams. You know that. That's exactly how we roll here. Ooh. Damn it. Photoshop shortcuts are stuck in my mind. Okay. So I would like him to be a little bit more overweight. He doesn't need to be like super thin. It's not like he has to do a lot of physical exercises. Something like that, and then this should still be okay. Now the upper body is definitely a bit too big. I just know about myself that I tend to do that. Yeah, I like that more. It's actually okay. We enjoy you, Fred. Thank you, Raducci. By the way, sorry when I drag image into Photoshop. The layer with the image has a paper-like icon on it, and I can't crop the canvas. Any idea what that is? How to fix it? That's called Smart Layer, if I'm correct. Let me start a Photoshop for you. And so it tries to use it like, easiest to think is almost like a vector layer that you can resize it. Let me see what I can drag in here that is not necessarily under NDA. Drawings 2022. Yeah, let's use this one. So this just opens it. Yeah, sorry. I need to make a new folder, and then when I drag it in, you have a new layer, and this is enter. I don't know if it says it here, but what you can do, just right click, and there's something called rasterize, if I will find it. Rasterize layer here. And then you just turn it into pixels, rasters. So now it's almost like if you just, like, what my solution to this is, what you do if you don't want that to happen, is when you drag in, instead of just dropping here, you drop it up here. See, and then it just opens it as a new document, and then from here you can drag it over. And then you have it here. And that now is just a proper layer. So that's I guess what you were talking about. Uh, Now the face, which is the most interesting because, yeah, faces are not exactly my strength. I guess the easiest would be just to look at somebody who has a face. So I don't know if I want to give him any other military. That that belt is way too high. It's like pushing on his belly like crazy. Let's bring it, okay. Let me erase here a bit. And let me bring it quite a bit lower, which would be somewhere here. Yeah, that's better. And now his belly is still stuck there, but at least it's not that uncomfortable. Okay, let me see, I had some, yeah. Nope, this is not a song that we like. Thank you. The face is a calculator, says Wooly. I mean, yeah, I would do that if it wasn't a human being. But it is a human being. But I do want to make him emotionless as much as possible. Some of them have these crazy eyebrows, I like that. And they have, I have a reference open who has like crazy hair. I like that as well. Mostly bald, and then just hair around there. I think that's cool. I mean, I don't think it's cool, but for the character it works. Kyler Anthony said to the high belt, exactly. Do you think doll E2 will be a threat to artists? I am not familiar with doll E2, but nothing will be a threat to artists. Like people who like paint for the sake of art, they are not endangered. People like me who use art as a production method, that's more dangerous for us. Like people who like actually do exhibitions and make art where they put their feelings and whatnot in it. I don't think AI generated drawings, stuff like that will ever be really dangerous because they are successful because other people want to see what they are drawing and what is in their minds. The problem comes when you're like drawing for the sake of making money, not for self-expression. This face could be a loaf of bread. Kim says, Huli might be a bit tired and saying nonsense. I am familiar with that feeling. I often am in that state. He's frowning a lot because he has to think a lot. I like that. If I didn't draw this so low resolution, I would actually like the face as well. There, let's bring in a little bit of resolution there. All right. With that, we have done and drawn a dune mentoned, which we saw actually very little in the movie from last year. I am curious if they will bring back more. Let's have some more fun with the costume. Let's see. Not the app, but other tools. Pencils, pens, markers, iPad, Cintiq, Intuos, all these things I use. Well, less Intuos, more Cintiq to be fair. But yeah. It's a new AI network which can render art based on words or something. Yeah, but it's, yeah. So as I said, I think it can be very helpful, but the artistic merit is still what people want to see or read out of it. If you want to work on faces, find the tourist trap, set up an easel and do caricature this time. I'm horrible at caricatures. I usually do a train and metro sketches quite often. Well, not quite often. Whenever I travel and I have a sketchbook with me, which is actually quite often that I have a sketchbook with me, I do tend to sketch who's ever sitting on the other side of me. And then they're trying to figure out, like, am I looking at them? Am I some sort of creep? And then I have to do the, oh no, I'm looking everywhere. I'm not particularly looking at you, don't worry. That game, which probably a couple of you know. That's our mentant. I think I could do a little bit of this. Just to fix that up a little bit, and yeah, I think we could call this a night. Ruchi hates caricatures. I find them awfully disturbing. Uncanny Valley. Yeah, it's different reaction from different people. Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our little collection from tonight. from Pengi to Pengu, Pungi, whatever his name was, to engineer from TF2. We have Rocket League Octane Car and a Mantant from Dune. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining this little stream of ours. And yeah, have a great weekend and see you next time around. Bye-bye.